As I'm recording this, we are on the tail end of a 2-week experience where we spent time in the south of Portugal in a beautiful location, and we spent all our time going all in on personal development experiments. This was like a retreat that we organized among ourselves, for ourselves, and it was an intense and amazing growth experience for all of us. And in this video, we want to give you an impression of what this experience was like and what our days looked like. You can see the details of the various experiments we did and the outcomes that we got out of them in the individual videos, and we'll link to the playlist of all our experiment videos here. So you can get a closer look at what we did, and you can see our recommendations for what to do and what to try. But another thing that doesn't come across in the individual videos is that the compound effect, the combined effect of doing so many challenges and having a day stacked with this kind of intensity leads to benefits that each individual challenge doesn't necessarily do.
If you had to do any one of these exercises alone, that'd be valuable. But the fact that we did so many all at the same time just put us in a different physical and mental state.
What does the science actually say?
I feel like the habit is locking in, you know.
So it's an even more powerful experience to do multiple of these challenges and experiments at once. We also found carryover between different experiments. So for example, our Memento Mori experiment, contemplating our own mortality, that led to really interesting discussions, and it kind of also carried over into our self-acceptance exercise, and it almost became a theme of one of the weeks that we were here.
While it did scare the shit out of me, it also meant that the reality of my own death was able to sort of pierce below the usual level it sits at, so that was kind of useful.
Our days were already filled with all kinds of activities for all the different challenges and videos we were creating, but that's not even all we did. Next to the challenges, we also had other habits that we tried out and inserted in our days, such as yoga, we did some boxing, we did some surfing. There was all kinds of stuff going on. But what we've been doing during our stay here is just like so interesting and so engaging and stimulating that stuff on YouTube or on Reddit or whatever, just by comparison, it's just not interesting enough.
A lot of interesting moments that just seem to just arise out of nowhere. Like we just decided last night, for example, oh, should we go get some food? Yeah, sure. Nowhere's open, except for this pizza place. Should we get a pizza and go on the beach? Yeah, we can. And then we did that, and then there was a sunset on the beach. It was just like, things just come together really nicely.
So one takeaway that we have is that many of the experiments we did led to personal growth, and we highly recommend them. But on top of that, what we really learned and saw here, that it's very much worth investing in personal development in general, like putting your time and energy into this kind of thing and really allocating a larger chunk of your day to doing these kinds of experiments. For us, the payoff of this was huge.
Being in nature was way better than I think most of us expected. Nature works in your favor when it comes to health and mental health.
It's kind of hard to be depressed and anxious and be stuck in your head when you're in such a beautiful space.
It was just a very different way of living, a very different environment. You know, we talk about on Icario, change your environment. That's literally what this was.
This trip is on another level.
I wasn't in a great mental headspace when I got here. I was still recovering from quite a lot of anxiety, and it seemed that with every day that passed, it just got a little bit better.
We're put in a place where every day you wake up to the birds chirping and you go swimming in the salt water and you're eating healthy food, you're exercising twice a day, you're around good people.
In a way it was too much, but after a while we were clicking into it. And personally for me almost felt like I could be doing this forever.
There's so much I learned here about the way that I want to live. How to live healthier, how to be happier, how to be more productive. All these things that I got from doing the challenges here, and really from experiencing what it's like to be in a very different situation.
Puts you in a state of growth, and I feel like from this trip something's changed, something's good has come from it, and I look forward to seeing what that is in the weeks and months to come. But I definitely feel like I've made some some steps forward in terms of growth.
Our stay here in this villa in the south has come to an end, but our personal development, experimentation, and our videos documenting what we learn have not. So if you've enjoyed this kind of content, make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for many more videos like this.